They were. I consider myself a really good leg man when I wrestled. I never wanted anybody to get them on me. When I was in college, I got legs on me, I ran off the mat. I didn't even give a crap if I gave it a point. I didn't want to be caught in the middle of the mat with some of these college guys with boots on. Because if you didn't go to your back, you were beat up so bad that you couldn't even finish the, your arms were done, you were beat up, your groin was stretched out, everything, You got out of bounds. And that's the best thing I can tell you from a leg man. If a leg man feels like that, then imagine a guy that doesn't throw legs. And you'll see guys get in trouble all the time. And even if you're not a good leg man, you should learn this stuff just to defend against it, if anything. Murph brought out a good point. It might be easier to grab the fingers here. But be careful if you grab one or two fingers. Oh, I'm sorry. If you grab one or two fingers, the move's going to stop. Would you break it? Yeah. I'm sorry.
You're close to.
All right. So you can do that. You want to grab the hand if you want and pull it to you. The other thing I didn't bring out, the one point, everybody knows guillotine, right? You've heard of guillotine. You know how you get to hear it. Everybody wants to do this because it looks good. Half the time the ref's going to stop this because it puts so much pressure on the shoulder. It should be made illegal, I think, because kids do it wrong. I mean, they come back here and they stretch it back. So most kids in high school are going to think that's going to come, so they're going to intentionally put their hand there. Because they don't want to grab the head. The coach is saying, don't grab the head, don't grab the head. So he's going to put it there and give you the T-bar tilt. You see? So that's another beauty thing about this move. Now this is what really made me good, or better, I shouldn't say good, because I don't know if I was ever really good, but this first part of the move, I mean, you got some guys with that, but your real good wrestlers are not going to go to their back. They feel themselves going, and especially in college, they're not going to go over. So this is what this guy Caravella showed me, and this was what made me very good with this move. It's a simple roll through. And I used to bait guys into it. I used to make them feel like I was taking them back, which we just showed, get them looking away so that I could roll through right to their back, to get them right to their back. So what I used to do is this. I come to the same position. I'm here. I tried taking it back. Now most of the times the guy he'll put his shoulder down right here and look into me because he knows I'm trying to pull him back. That's fine. That's where I want to be. I want the leg out, and I want to be here. Elbow in the back still. Here I am. Now, instead of rolling through like you do with a cradle, I'm going to go over his head, and he ain't going to be able to stop me because he really has nothing to stop me with. And did this all the time. All I'm going to do is plant my head, walk over his head, and throw my hips over, and yank. And he ends up right where I want him to be. And it's pretty easy. And it happens pretty easy because the guy's not expecting it. And he's looking at me saying, he can't turn me. All of a sudden, he's rolling around. I'm still in good shape. Oh, damn, I'm on my back. And he can't get out. Heavyweights don't have to throw a leg in him. You could ride like this, back hook this, and the same type of thing. Try to take him back first, but if he puts his shoulder down and he's flattening it out, plant your head. Don't do this. Don't want to do that. You want to just this, slow motion. So I throw my hips and pull. Create some space, and he ends up right in your pocket where you want him to be. Now what's so good about this, at Memorial, we used to bait a lot of kids. Coach D'Angelo tell us we wrestled in the district southern, it's the shore regional guys. They had one hold, reverse cradle. They caught you and they pinned you. We used to torture these guys. I don't think one of our guys ever got caught in it because we used to bait them. They throw a reverse cradle. They would come here, and then they look for your head. That's reverse cradle. Well, we would wait for them to grab it, and they reach for our head. We back hook. Just keep it. I don't want to hurt your arm. I'll do it slow. And we lock the T-bar. Let me just lock this up, please. And then, with that arm trap, you just go over the head. Well, I don't want that arm. Wait. What'd you do wrong here? Just grab it tight. I'll do it slow. Okay, right there. I'm going to go over the head. Sorry about that. And lock it. Same thing. I'm sorry about that. Did I break you? No, you didn't wrong. I can break me.
I'm not fragile.
That's not what Coach New said. I'm going to break you. All right. This is even a better way to do it. We used to bait so many teams, and this is how you can get cheap points, especially if you're losing by a point with like 10 seconds left. You're here. You step up and let him grab this that way. Same thing. Robbie Jimenez killed people with this. One of the kids on the team. Back hook it. Even better yet, his arm's trapped. I kick over, I figure 4 on my leg, I got back points. I didn't do anything, just rolled over his head. It was so easy. I started practicing every day to good kids in my college team, and they couldn't stop it. They knew it was coming. They just get so pissed. They're like, damn. I couldn't do that with an arm bar. I couldn't do that with a half Nelson. These guys were tough hombres. They weren't going over. They couldn't stop this. When you got a move that you're good at and no one can stop it, you know the power of that? Because every wrestling hold has a counter. There's not many counters to a lot of these tilts. And if you think you are, watch this guy Askren from Missouri tech people from top. No one could stop him. Could stop him from getting turned. He did all this stuff, all this funky tilt stuff. It cannot be stopped if you're good at it. It can be stopped if you're not, if you don't practice it and you don't hone your skills and get better and better. But once you get confident and good at this, it cannot be stopped. You can turn anybody with this. Almost anybody you wrestle. And that's a pretty good scenario because I can guarantee you'll get a guy that's a state champ and you can put a double arm bar on him right here, you're not going to turn him. You can put a half or a cradle, you're not going to turn because they're just that tough. You get good at this, you'll turn them. You might not pin them, you might not win the match, but you'll get back points and you'll turn and you'll put the fear of God into them. That's the power of some of this stuff, and I really believe in this. So we'll do it from the legs and let you practice it, and when I come back, I'll really give you some other good stuff from here. Back hook, T-bar, take the leg out, flatten him out. He looks into you, so you can't take him back. Plant your head, throw your hips over, pull, yank them, right to your position. Anybody want to try it up front?
Scarcella, let's go.